Most guys are training to look good for other men on Instagram, and they don't even know it. And if most men were honest with themselves, they would admit that they train because they want to look good for women. But why is it that every time a guy starts lifting, he says the exact same thing? I started lifting to get girls, but only guys compliment my physique. And unless you're a homosexual, you do not want to be that guy. You want to be muscular, but attract women. But how does this happen? How can you go to the gym and develop a different kind of body that attracts a different type of gaze if you're all doing the same exercises, right? No. So, first of all, let's look at some case studies here. So these are two bodybuilders. This is Mike O'Hearn and Sam Sulek, and they're both very impressive. We can see this and be like, wow, these guys are jacked, these guys are huge. But what most men don't realize is that this isn't what most women actually find attractive, and honestly, what most guys don't actually want to train to. What the body that most guys actually want to train to is this. So this is Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, and this is an older bodybuilder right here too on the right. His name is Ziz, and this is the body. These kinds of bodies are what most guys actually want to build. And compared to the bigger bodybuilders that I just showed you, this is actually way more generally attractive to women. This is the aesthetic body. Lean, but not extremely shredded to the gills. Muscular, but not so overly muscular. Do you see the difference? These are the examples of the aesthetic body. So I went from skinny fat to an aesthetic body, and as I write this video, I'm actually way bigger than I am from this picture on the right. But so I'm currently cutting down to have more mass at a similar body fat to this picture, so I could have a more aesthetic body with more mass in the right places. But to answer the title of this video, the reason you may be going to the gym and not getting the right attention that you want is because you have been training like a regular, modern, average bodybuilder and not building the aesthetic body. I saw someone say that trying to learn from these modern bodybuilders is like being taught how to climb stairs by a guy in an elevator. You're training to be as massive as these guys who are almost always on steroids, and now you've built muscle mass, but you're not getting the body that you wanted and you're not getting the right attention that you want because you're training like a bodybuilder on steroids who's about to compete, and you're just an average guy. You're not on gear. Hopefully you're not, especially if you're not big enough to even be on gear. You're not competing. Hopefully you're not. But that just doesn't work for the average person. Most average people don't want to look like a bodybuilder. And I was like that too, training like these, modern influencers were saying, and these big fitness guys were saying. And then I realized like they weren't building the aesthetic body. Like I wasn't building the aesthetic body, and they didn't have the body that I actually wanted. And that was until I discovered the aesthetic body and what the aesthetic body actually is. The aesthetic body focuses on certain muscles that do not receive as much development from the average bodybuilding program, and it helps prioritize the muscles that make the body, like the male body, look more attractive and classically masculine. And I made a full program that teaches you how to build the aesthetic body that actually turns heads and gets the right kind of attention that you actually want. The kind of classic masculine physique that bodybuilders used to have before steroids were in the picture. My program has the exact training plan with guides on how to perform each exercise, plus a full diet guide with the macros already calculated for you, a full testosterone and recovery guide, plus 24/7 access to me and other guys on the same journey to build the aesthetic body. And if you follow the plan and you don't see results within 30 days, I will give you your money back. Top link in the description if you finally want to build the aesthetic body.